Right, we like video no one share their more before for now or no so any be to me ahwe. And they say ohwe confusion ekoso ewo NDC amanyo kunum in the quest to who succeeds President John Dramani Mahama. Announce say omobefa kwan bi so no more standing in term na enya nsem ketua kura uja edemu butu esan say na ohwe nsem bi a General Secretary dima NDC amanyo kunum fifi kweti edikotu dwa e kire say saa adwenkyerɛ minority and as a majority leader Mahama Yariga ediko tuja o mrashebedwe mu se koba se omun support no mun push agenda no se mampanyi John Dramani Mahama betimi enya term foforo de aka ho a omaye ready and as omaye crowd so mbe support sa agenda no ene nsem a general secretary for the party diko tuja na se boebra na se onfo aso kra na ohwe nsem a ekoso yi ewo NDC amonyoku no ene de owura Johnson Asiedu Nketiah chairman for the party ono so nansen ya hu so ababe fa santimantemu ababe ye campaign bi untimi hu de oye poti na mu hwe se de gathering no ko ne se de nyama esi ekwa na chese osanso ekenya ne ho kakra ne ade na nsemu nyina no ye beko ne akwa kotie details from the analysis board lawyer Paul Adum Ochre the videos any analysis nyina eba the ekoso NDC amanyoku mu confusion ekoso ene leak audios a epiepie ni nyina no yenje bre na yekutie nsem ni bi na yensuso yenche ya adwen.
Although last week we did an editorial on the Honorable Fifi Kwete and the third term, we noticed that some people agreed with us, and we have picked one article on the social media which I think we'll read. We do not have any personal contact with the author, and if you are the author and you see us reading your article, just send us a thumbs up, if you like it. But what I observed is that the chairman of the party, the Honorable Johnson Asiedu, okay, so this 2026, a few questions to ask. The NDC, according to his calendar, I think same with the MPP, according to his calendar, will be electing national executives for the party this year, 2026. Johnson Asiedu Nketiah will be vying for the chairmanship again. Fifi Kwete will be vying for the general secretary position again. Now, given that Johnson Asiedu Nketiah is looking for the presidential candidates, which will occur next year, 2027. I don't know whether the party is going to go to Congress and make amendments. They can. But as of now, the NDC rules and regulations in the Constitution say that, following from the MPP, of course, that if the party is in power, they would elect their presidential candidate 1 year to the election. This came out of an MPP Congress. It didn't used to be like that. Now it's like that. And then MPP also say the same thing, okay? So Johnson Asiedu Nketiah is primed for the national election to make him the leader of the party. However, this year, he needs to fight the chairmanship position to retain his position. He would be hoping that he will run unopposed, and it will be okay if Asiedu Nketiah, after all his service to the NDC, being the eternal general secretary for almost 12, 14 years and now chairman, it will be okay if he runs unopposed. A chairman who has delivered such a heavy victory in 2024, it will be okay if Asiedu Nketiah run opposed. But watch that space. There's a lot going to happen there. Because there's a lobby that wants to take Asiedu Nketiah out as chairman to affect his presidential candidate ambition. He must know that. Johnson Asiedu Nketiah must know that. He's a better politician than I am. So he will know that. He's a more experienced politician than all of us. So he would know that. He would know that there's a very strong lobby that wants to take him out as chairman of the party. It's going to begin in February. In February, you start hearing, why should Asiedu Nketiah be chairman of the party and also be presidential candidate? If he wants to be presidential candidate, he shouldn't run for chairman of the party. The party should do that. Asiedu Nketiah is smart. So do you know what he might do? I'm guessing that this year, 2026, he's going to set the rules for the presidential thing. He's going to, as chairman, before his mandate expires at the end of this year, he's going to set the rules for next year's agenda. And he's going to set the rules such that it qualifies him 100% to run for the NDC leadership. There's a lot happening in this space. 2026 is a beautiful political year. You know why? Because in America, it's midterm election. Big deal. Big deal. If the Democrats take over the House, big deal. If the Democrats take over the Senate, big deal. If the Republicans extend their hold over the House, great deal. If the Republicans extend their hold over Senate, fantastic for Trump. So 2026 is a beautiful election year. Now, March 2027, Nigeria is going to an election to elect Tinubu again or elect another person. Obi Peter Obi has now joined Atiku, which is the ticket that everyone was looking for back in 2023. And now they have that ticket. But since they got that ticket, there's been disagreement. So there's a lot of politics this year. And we political reporters and politicians are excited about what the year portends for politicians. So Johnson Asiedu Nketiah must know that there's a lobby that is going to remove him. Please tell him that I said it. I want to help him to retain his seat. He should call me. He should call me. I'm a political prophet. I'm not like a religious prophet, but political prophet. If he calls me, I'll tell him the people who are doing that. But there are people who are doing that. Now, there are also people who are presenting a friend of mine to challenge Fifi Kwete. A friend of mine, I won't mention his name. If I mention his name today, he'll kill me. So I won't mention his name yet. But he is going to challenge Fifi Kwete. This friend of mine is very, very close to Mahama. He's very close to the center of power. I was going to say something else, but if I say it, to give him away. So I won't say it. So Fifi Kwete and Asiedu Nketiah, there's a plan to remove them from a certain group of people. I don't know whether they will succeed. I don't know whether they are the majority. I have no idea what numbers they control. But I know that towards the 2028, the removal of Fifi Kwete and Johnson Asiedu Nketiah, it's not about anything. It's about towards 2028. 2028 is an election to fight. There's third-term conversations coming in. So Johnson Asiedu Nketiah is going to try and set the rules. He's also going to try and win the chairmanship. So into 2027, he'll be chairman of the party. Then somehow he's going to metamorphose from chairman, remove the cloth of chairman, and then wear presidential aspirant. And he's going to go into the presidential aspirant and expect that he will win. In furtherance of this, Asiedu Nketiah has begun the year with a political campaign to retain his position as chairman. Watch this video in Ashanti region. Where he went to Ashanti region, it's difficult to tell what he went to do because here's a chairman who started a thank you tour, then he abandoned it. We heard all the news about the beginning of the thank you tour and blah, blah, blah. We didn't hear the end of the thank you tour. Please, if you have a news article showing the end of the thank you tour, post it on our Good Evening Ghana comment section. If you have a video of Johnson Asiedu Nketiah completing the thank you tour that he started, please send it to us because there's none. The thank you tour Yamutu at the other day, as the Akansia Tonsio, the guns will say, Benumi. So the thank you tour is over. So the thank you tour didn't happen. Then now, he has smuggled something else in. I don't know what he calls it, whether it's thank you tour. Have a look at this video from Ashanti region. This is Johnson Asiedu Nketiah in Ashanti. Have a look at the video.
I rise for Ghana, operation of the land, for weather and seek your future, development our God, from vision to victory, and this shall lead, Democrat, Ghana. Our strength in unity, from vision to victory, and this. I rise for Ghana, operation of the land, for weather and seek your future, development.
I was just dancing to the NDC anthem. Now, politics is a very difficult business, okay? You see, politics, politicians respond to something they have not been asked. They just hear, they respond. Did you see how fast Asiedu Nketiah was walking in the video? He wants to show that he's young. He's walking giddy, like Xanato Rollins. Play the video again. I'll show you. Play the video again. He was walking very fast. 70-something years. He was walking very, very fast. So this is the video. So here they are clapping, singing. Asiedu Nketiah is wearing beautiful kaftan. I have to commend him for that. So this is an Ashanti region event. Johnson Asiedu Nketiah, Ashanti regional minister speaking. He has begun the process of putting himself up. There he is, Asiedu Nketiah speaking. Putting himself up as chairman of the party. He has started. He wants to be retained as chairman. Then he will slip into the presidential aspirant. Then he'll become, this looks very nice. It looks like Asiedu Nketiah is loved. This is MPP. Here, look at him. Look how he's walking fast. Oh, can you rewind it and give? He's walking very fast. Look at him. He wants to show that he's energetic. I say, do 70-something. Be careful, oh. You don't go and do your test, and then you'll be walking fast, walking fast, and then we wish him well, though. Mm-hmm. Sorry, you caught me doing a sip. So, Wafa, how are you, sir? We love you, We love you dearly. So that's the story of Johnson, Asiedu, Nketiah. And he and Fifi Kwete are on the same level. They want, both Fifi Kwete and Asiedu Nketiah, wants the power to come to the party instead of the government. Many people think so. Mark Menu used to talk about that. Which other? Jacob Bechebi Lamte used to talk about that. They all talk about party and government. They talk about it. So Asiedu is not the only person. We are still developing a theory how the party can be strengthened. In China, it's easy. But many other countries, it's not. The Republican Party is struggling to control the government of Trump. In England, the Labour Party is in all kinds of confusion with Keir Starmer. They want him out. So party-government friction is normal. Here in Ghana, we don't have a template to settle it. Asiedu Nketiah believes that the party is superior. Other people believe that the government is superior. We'll get there as we roll it across. So the Honourable Chairman, be careful. They want to take you out. So I know that you want to do the rules before you go out or before the competition for chairman starts. Do the rules. Keep it to yourself. Publish it later on. Let everybody see. Put yourself in the rules. You will definitely be the NDC's flag bearer. I'm with Johnson Asiedu Nketiah. No, nothing is going to change that. Now, we said about, okay, so this is a different story, okay? This is a different story. We said about Fifi Kwete. And Awal Mohammed wrote this about Fifi Kwete. I'd like all of us to look at it carefully as we get ready for Lawyer Balfour to come into the studio. Last year, Fifi Kwete said NDC lawyers were cutting deals and the president was nonchalant about it. Yesterday, he took aim at senior members of the NDC pushing for a President Mahama's third-term bid, calling them sycophants and bootlickers. Obviously, he is unhappy with the way the Attorney General is handling the prosecution in public instead of in court. With 3 years left, they face a Herculean task, delivering on nearly 300 campaign promises. From all indications, they can't meet even half, and that will cost them dearly in elections. Ghanaians are already overburdened with high utility tariffs. Unmet promises like automatic posting for teachers and nurses, abandoned initiatives like 24-hour economy with 133 jobs, and the 1 million coders program, infrastructure projects are nowhere to be seen. Galamsey is worse. Fifi is deeply worried and believes a new face will do better than President Mahama. A reason he said those calling for President Mahama to continue don't love the party and the country. Musa Dankwa's polls of Mahama's popularity and winnability are, in his view, false hope. As General Secretary working with their grassroots, he is clear if they keep going at this snail pace, they will lose big time. Now, when you ask about their achievements in the last 1 year, they tell you the dollar is now 11 cedis and petrol is 12 cedis. Beyond that, there's nothing else. The elephant will rise again with Dr. Baumia, inshallah. This is a clear MPP person speaking. But I think I can associate with some of the things he said. Now, if you listen to his narrative, and you go back to 2017 ending, you will see the NDC posting similar narrative. They said that the only thing Akufo-Addo has done is free SHS, a policy, free SHS. But Akufo-Addo had stabilized the dollar. Akufo-Addo has stabilized the dollar and stabilized, you can Google Ghana cedi to dollar, December 2016 and January 2017 to December 2017. Google it, you see it. The dollar had come down, stabilized. Akufo-Addo didn't even brag about it. He didn't talk about it. He was focused on free SHS. He was focused on policy. He was focused on one district, one factory. He did the dollar. You can check. 2017, it was the same. It's probably even better in terms of what happened. But Akufo-Addo didn't say that it was an achievement. He didn't talk about it. He said his achievement is free SHS and it's one district, one factory. Now, with the NDC, they talk about the currency arrangements. That's their achievement. The reason why it's dangerous to put currency as your achievement is that it fluctuates and is world prices. And that's what asking Senor Jose that. Are you saying because of gold board, the currency stability has come to stay? He couldn't quite answer. No one actually knows what's going to happen because gold prices can fall. We hope it doesn't. We believe it won't. It will go up. But if gold prices fall, everything then, so you can't call that an achievement. You have to have your own policy initiative that you have put out for Ghanaians, something that was not there. As I keep saying, something that was not there before he became president now is there. The dollar fluctuating was always there. Petrol price going up and down is always there. Where is the NDC policy that has happened since 2025? Where is the policy? They name it. This is NDC. It was not there before we came. Now it's there. By this time, 2018, Akufo-Addo could say free SHS was not there today is there. By this time, 2018, Akufo-Addo could say, one district, one factory was not there. Today, a coffee juice is there. He could point to it. NDC can't point to much, but it doesn't mean much. They still have 3 years. If you do everything in the third year, you have still done it. If you do it in the first year, you have done it. A government has a 4-year mandate. Let's wait and see what happens. Hopefully, they will be able to achieve it. But this is a good letter for Fifi Kwete, and it's explaining why he's angry with the one district, he's angry with the third term call. But this is a good one. That's it on Fifi Kwete. It's 10 minutes past the hour, 10 o'clock.